Hello Dolphins, I am back. So I was going to make this update mostly about my current incoming dolls and layaways, but I kind of had to change the topic. Yesterday I said I was going to make that, but just after I did, I had a little bit of a crisis with one of my dolls. So, if you know Gabriel, he is my dragon doll, what is it called? I'm sorry, my brain isn't working. He's my dragon doll Zhang, Liu Bei edition Zhang, and he has really long ears and really squinty eyes. Now I had a face-up on him. He had black eyeliner on top, red on the bottom, and freckles all over his entire body. Now I decided I was going to take that off. So I was taking off the black eyeliner on the top lid, and I noticed like the black was leaving a little outline on the eyelid. And this, I had seen this before when I was putting the actual face-up on, but I just didn't pay any attention to it because the face-up covered it. Now I put my finger to it, and what popped off onto my finger was a piece of resin. Literally a big huge chunk of his eye came off. So I had to do my very first eye opening, so it was a little bit of a scare. I was really nervous as to how it would turn out and how it looks. But I'll just show you. I have two Zhang heads. I have um, one with the Liu Bei edition ears and one with the regular ears. Now let me just grab them so I can show you what they look like. Alright, I'm back and I have both of the heads here. So this is what the original eye looks like. It's very thin. This is my regular head. And this is a modded eye, if you can see it. As you can see there, his eyes are much wider now. It actually kind of worked out, because these are his originally intended eyes. I ordered these especially for him, and they didn't actually fit or look good in his old head, but because I had to actually go inside the head and scrape out a lot of the inside, they fit a lot better now, and I think he looks really good. Ah! Okay, she's okay. Oh. I hate when that happens, and that happens so often. I'm such a klutz when it comes to these kind of things. I'll just take their hairs off so it's easier to hold them. So yeah, this is how the eyes turned out. You can see that, there's a significant difference, especially towards the inner, or the, inner corner of his eye. It's quite a bit different. And actually the funny thing is, where the piece chipped off is actually at the outer corner, but because of how much chipped off, I had to like pull a crap load of it out. So that was kind of my first really big experience with attacking resin with a knife. I actually literally I used this rusty, terribly old X-Acto knife to do that. So these eyes are going to stay in her for now, and these eyes are going to be his forever now. So that was my first little experience there. And I'm still, actually, I found out that I should never have, and I did. Oh, that felt disgusting. I found a piece of sticky tack in the bed. I should never have actually done such a drastic face-up on Gabriel. I covered his entire body almost with freckles, and now I am getting them off, and I didn't MSC him. So here's the front, and like you might be able, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the freckles on the back, but there is still like faint freckles on places that I've completely attacked with a Mr. Clean Magic eraser. The thing about Dragon Dolls is, I'm gonna say this, is other than the uncle bodies, because they're very thick and well constructed, the thin bodies, like his body, is so breakable. On the inside of the knees, his little clips that hold his knees straight and curved, they actually broke off. All four of them broke off on his legs. And I'm very gentle with my dolls when it comes to bending them. but all 4 of the top of the notches fell off. So now he has a really hard time standing up, which is very unfortunate. Dragon Doll has beautiful dolls, but their sculpts are very hard to maintain because they are very breakable. And even the hip structure here, like, it's so thin. If you can see how thin that resin is right here, then you can tell that it's really hard to maintain. Plus, resin consistency is also an issue. They have very varying thick and thinness on the smaller bodies. One of his knees is extremely thick. The other one is completely terribly thin. Another little updatey thing is I found a cute little kind of a military sort of jacket for my little guy here. He was wearing a pink one. He's still wearing the pink pants because I haven't actually got the any pants for him yet. His head is so loose. I also drew on some of his scars. He's going to have more because he just is. But I got that at least. Pardon me. The most important news is actually that I got a new doll. Kind of. He's new to my family, but not to the show, or to this channel. He's a Dollzone Mo. I already showed you my Dollzone Mo Angel in my last video with the pink hair. And this is actually Count Beanie's Dollzone Mo that she decided that she didn't want anymore, and she traded to me. I'm going to finish purchasing her Bobo Belong, along with some help in a big layaway that me and her are doing in order to trade for this. So here's the head. Whoever had, I know who it is, but I'm not going to say who it is. But the person who had this doll last, really, really badly, like the face-up wasn't bad on him, but to get it off, she worked for hours trying to get his face-up off, and here I am still trying to get that same face-up off. It's a pain in the butt, really. And he's got like little pieces. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's so tiny. Probably not, but right in his skull, he's got a couple little black things embedded inside of his head. And another terrible thing is he has the resin hook head cap that I was telling you guys about yesterday with my 2 Angel of Dreams. Luckily enough, though, that this is a very thick resin, so I can actually drill a hole and put in some magnets for him. That's a good thing. That's very good. He also has the same body as my Mo. He's where I learned to love Mo. Mo is my favorite Dollzone sculpt. And it's nice to have another one. It's nice to have the original Mo that made me fall in love with Dollzone. And it's nice that she would sell them to me. I told her that if she ever needed to sell a doll, come to me first, because I might buy them. And then, you know, if you sell them to a friend who you're close to, you can come and see them from time to time, you know, like, they're not far away, they're just not with you all the time now. It's kind of nice that way. So that was my little video. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I had to change a bunch of eyes around because I had Martel's old eyes. Get off. Get off. His shoe came off underneath my dog. Martel's old eyes were in my Elfkin, so I had to take those out and put his old eyes back in, which are a bitch to put in because they are so tiny and his head is so small and wobbly. And then I had to put his eyes back in, which were a pain in the butt too because I didn't have enough sticky tack. And this is how he looks right now. If I can get you to see. He actually looks a lot better with these eyes than Mo's other eyes. And then now I gotta figure out which eyes I'm gonna put in him because he's got really wide eyes. And I don't have any more lengthwise eyes. I have his original eyes. These ones here that he came with. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna use those because they don't completely fit in his head the right way. Pardon me. And I don't know. I have a bunch of eyes, but they just don't suit his character. Probably gonna have to order some black eyes for him, or I'm gonna just use these honey ones that Gabrielle came with. I can show you. They're called honeycomb. They're light brown on the outside and dark brown on the inside. Other than that, not a lot going on. Definitely want to get some new clothes for Chessa because he looks like a girl in his schoolgirl outfits. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna do here. So far, I have one floating head. That's this one here that I showed you guys. And I have three dolls without any wig, and one doll with a wig that's really crappy that I made. Also, Emery, my Angel of Dream Jimmy, has a really crappy wig made by me, pardon me, not B. So yeah, blah blah blah, I've talked too long. Let's move on. I'm gonna make the next video the one about my layaways. I'll see you guys then.